In this video, I'll show you how to make a 69 plot garden in Wizard101. This is notably for couch potatoes, but if you're looking to plant evil magma peas instead, you can simply use medium soil instead of large, and pretty much everything else in this video should be the same. To set up the garden, you'll need the large soil spell and a flat wooden platform housing item which you can purchase from the crown shop for 1,750 gold. For likes on both the couch potatoes and evil magma peas, you're going to need a tropical garden gnome and the red barn farm. For the couch potato specific likes, you're going to need a litter and sandwich station housing item and a king parsley seed. While for the evil magma peas specific likes, you're going to need a djembe drum and egg basket housing item and a boom shroom seed. Before you begin, just make sure you have enough space for 69 plots. Generally, if there's enough space for an entire area of effect garden spell, such as downpour or flute ensemble, then you should be fine. The layout plots will start with 2 on the bottom row, then 6 on the next row, then 8, 8, 10, 10, 8, 8, 6, and then finally 3 on the top row. By the way, huge credit to Ferric for making the guide in which I initially learned this layout. Also, huge tip before you get started, in case you didn't already know, you can open and close the housing menu by pressing H and the gardening menu by pressing G. This can definitely help speed up the process. First, place down the flat wooden platform close to you. Place your housing item likes just outside the platform on the side furthest from you. Click on one of them and then click Advanced Move. This setup, as most nowadays, will use Advanced Movement. Then click Switch between Relative and Absolute Movement. Make sure it's displaying XYZ coordinates at all times. Slide the sensitivity bar all the way down to 20. Then click the left button by the Z slider 5 times. Then repeat those same steps with the other 2 items. Instead of floating the liked housing items, this will actually hide them beneath the ground. Alternatively though, if you do prefer the likes floating above the plots, just click the Z slider on the right side instead. Now click the platform again and go to Advanced Movement again. Click on Z to the right 4 times to float it in the air. Hey, Future Anon here, so I actually messed up a tiny bit. Instead of clicking 4 times here, you actually want to click 8 times, so the Z coordinate should now be 160. And then place the medium pot on top of it, closest to the edge furthest from you. Now go back to Advanced Move on the platform again and click the Scale tab. Click once on Smaller to make it 50%. Now go back to the Move tab and click left on the Z slider 4 times. Once again, instead of 4, you actually want to click 8 times here to bring the platform back to surface level. This should bring the Z coordinate back to 0. Now click left on X 2 times and click left on Y 8 times. Plots will always be planted on top of the platform and will always be in its center. You can plant the first one now. Now click on the platform and hit Advanced Move. You'll need to use this to move the platform as you plant each soil. Click X on the right side 4 times. And in case it wasn't already clear, doing this increases the platform's X coordinate position by 80 units. Make sure that you always separate each plot by 80 units, aka 4 clicks. Now you can place the second plot down. The bottom row is now complete. To start the next row, bump the Y coordinate of the platform up 4 times. Remember that every time you proceed to a new row, you'll click right on Y 4 times to move up to that next row. Currently, the 4th plot of this row would be in this spot. Since it's closer to the right side, start there by clicking to advance move the platform 4 times to the right and then click 4 times again. Place down the next plot and continue by moving from right to left in this row. Just as a reminder, as an example, since I have to move to the next row, I'll click the right side on Y 4 times to move it up, and then to get to the leftmost plot in this row, I'll just click the left side on X 4 times. Keep repeating this process for each row. Since this last row has 3 plots, being the only row with an odd number of plots, bump the Y up 4 times like you normally would with each row, but then click 6 times on the left side of X, and then you can place down the plot. And to plant the final 2 plots, just move the platform 4 clicks to the left for each next plot as usual. Once you finish the last row, before picking up the platform, drag the X slider of the platform all the way to one side to ensure it doesn't affect the medium pot when you pick it up. Also, make sure you don't plant any seeds of any kind before you pick up the platform. Your layout should now be complete, and all that's needed now is to actually plant the seeds. Remember, 138 energy is required for planting 69 seeds, and if you don't have the plant all spell or treasure card, you'll need to plant them one by one. By the way, random tip in case you didn't know, the liked seed, aka king parsley for couch potatoes or boomshroom for evil magma peas, you can actually just not take care of it and let it die, and your garden will still get the like boost from it. However, the downside to this is during the baby to young phase, whenever you plant your garden, you're guaranteed to never get the like boost from Garden Pixie. So I guess it's kind of pick your poison, but I personally much prefer the convenience of only needing to take care of couch potatoes. I hope this video helped. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to comment down below and I'll do my best to respond to as many as possible. See ya!